wakes up and she's like tied to a chair. She doesn't know what's going on, and all these people are just recording her. Everyone in the neighborhood is just recording her. And this guy's like chasing her with a gun, and she's like, "What the fuck?" She doesn't remember who she is. She doesn't know how she got there.
Yeah.
All she knows is everyone in the neighborhood is just filming her on a phone.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Help me! Like this guy's chasing me!" And they're just recording her and not saying anything.
Oh yeah, that's how it is now, man.
Well, that's what I mean, it was definitely a commentary on like how we record like fights when we should be helping somebody or whatever. But, anyways, the whole point is it turns out that she's in like this theme park.
Yeah.
Where people come to record her because she did this murder, but they erase her memory every night, so she doesn't know how she got this. So she goes through the same day every day where this person's chasing her, trying to kill her, and everyone's just recording it. That's like her punishment. And it brings up this moral, like, qualm where you're like, okay, if she doesn't remember doing the crime, is she even that person? Like, she's being punished for a crime she doesn't know she did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just explores these, like, moral conflicts that have never been explored in any kind of like show or anything. That's why I love that show so much. All right, done rambling. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, there's like, I don't know, so much fucking weird shit in the fucking, like, do you see the one where the fucking, I don't want to like keep going on about Black Mirror, so this will be my last reference about it, promise. But
great show.
The fucking girl and her husband died, and she like bought like a fucking, it's not like a robot, but it came in like this thing, and you soak it in water, and it woke up and it was like a,
oh, her dead boyfriend?
Yeah, I guess it is like a robot, but it's like her it's her boyfriend, and she's like, he like talks like him, and he like walks around, but she's like, whatever. She's
That's
like,
not quite him.
He had a mole here, and he like just kind of like grew a mole, and he's like, oh, is that better? Like, but like there was always something like off.
Yeah.
You know, and then she eventually just made him like fucking go like live in the attic.
Yeah. Her boyfriend died, and she orders like this AI that's supposed to be him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like because she couldn't deal with the grief, you know.
Sure.
But there was always something like not like he would say something or behave in a manner that wasn't. He used like.
Do you remember at first though? She talks to him on the phone.
Yeah,
and it like escalated. It was like, if you want to talk to him on the phone, just send us like
a check.
Yeah, it was like, but it was also like, give us like a voicemail from him or something, like his voice, and then she could talk to him on the phone, and then he's like, oh, you know, for like fucking $8,000, you can meet me. And then they like send this thing, and he's like freeze. It looked like dehydrated meat or something, and she soaked him in the fucking water, and he comes out of the bathroom, and it's like her dead boyfriend. It was fucking bizarre.
That is the weirdest thing.
But
but it wasn't him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Kind of like Pet Sematary, you know?
Yeah, it was like always something quite like kind of off about him, and she just wasn't comfortable with it.
When they come back, they don't come back the same.
Yeah. All right.
That's weird as fuck. I don't fuck with Pet Sematary or any of that shit.
I don't fuck with like dead shit. Like, I don't want to.
Is that what Pet Sematary is?
Let him fucking rest in peace.
You never seen Pet Sematary?
No.
So like, Pet Sematary is like where people would bury their animals.
Isn't that like a Stephen King movie?
Yeah, it's a Stephen King book, and then they made a movie, and then they made a new movie. It wasn't.
Yeah, a whole lot of fuck that.
Good. But like, you would bury your pet, and it would come back, but they'd be like a fucking demon, like to be fucked up. So this guy, his daughter gets hit by a truck or some shit. And then the neighbor like takes him over there, and they bury her, and she comes back, but she's like something's wrong, you know? She's like fucked up. She's like trying to kill the fucking rest of the family and shit.
Jesus Christ.
It was
it just got dark.
It got dark quick. That movie wasn't that good, but there's not that good movies out anymore.
Everything's a remake now, right? Like,
yeah, which could be cool. I heard they're making a remake to The Godfather, and Johnny Depp is gonna play Vito Corleone.
What?
Yeah.
You know, I never actually sat through The Godfather.
You should do
it's
that.
Like a sacrilege.
I've never actually.
For a New Yorker, it's like you have to see it.
I literally, like a month ago, I watched fucking 3 of them in a row.
Favorite movie of all time is Goodfellas, though.
Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies ever.
Okay.
I don't know. He's gonna shit on me.
Goodfellas is good, but The Godfather Part 2 is way better than Goodfellas.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I have to give it a look. But
oh my god,
I don't know, man. Goodfellas is.
Yeah, but fucking, it's Goodfellas. But The Godfather, like Godfather Part 2, is my fucking favorite movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking way better. That's like a holiday like thing. Like we don't have like holiday traditions. But
how many Godfathers are there?
3. The third one fucking sucks. But it's like a novelty. You like watch it.
Which one is the one where he finds a horse head in his bed?
That's one.
Oh, one?
Yeah.
That's a real horse head.
Yeah. That's supposed to be Frank Sinatra. That's like based on like a story. I don't think they really cut a horse's head off, but
No, well, yeah, but no, they got a horse's head.
In the movie, that's a real.
Where do you buy a
head.
horse's head?
Trust me, I'm sure you can
Dog
find
food
one.
company or some shit.
What the fuck?
Dog food company.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, it's definitely true. They
You on Amazon? Can you like buy a horse's head on Amazon right now?
no, I'm sure you
I don't
can
think
buy
so.
a rubber one. But no, they put it in there, and he didn't, and the actor didn't know it was a real horse head, and then he realized.
So his reaction was like more realistic.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best screens.
If you want to talk about realistic reactions, let me tell you something about the WWE. So
my God.
Jim Ross,
Shit again.
one of the announcers, actually never looked at the script for the night, so that when he was commentating on the wrestling events, his reactions would be real. So it's not
He used to get fucking crazy.
Jim Ross. It's a slobber knocker.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, the stunner, the stunner, the stunner. He was the man.
Stone Cold Steve Jackson.
Have another Modelo.
Definitely not Steve Jackson.
Have another Modelo.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Steve Jackson works at the fucking Speedway next door. That's my friend Stone Cold Steve Jackson. What the fuck?
Cool nickname.
It's because I watch these goddamn ads.
Wasn't that like a Disney show about like an undercover CIA agent who was a kid?
Cody something?
No, that was fucking. Oh, that was like Cody Banks. Like,
Yeah.
But no, there was one. It was like Undercover Jackson or some shit. I forget.
Stone Cold Steve Jackson. What were you gonna say though?
I don't even fucking remember, honestly.
Ah.
Although I just Googled his name and this fucking article came up. Woman arrested for chugging beer like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Is it Florida?
Probably.
Florida man strikes again.
You ever see that challenge where it's like, Google your birthday in Florida, man, and like see what the article is?
Yeah, mine was like.
St. Lucie. I'm pretty sure that's Florida.
I forget. Like my birthday and Florida man came up as like somebody like eating a fucking head. or
Florida.
some
Yep.
shit.
There it is.
Yeah,
St.
it
Lucie.
was.
They
I
get
called it.
fucking crazy. They probably like. It's probably the water.
I think it's the meth.
The meth. It's the water the meth is based in. It's all fucked up
That's why there's no good pizza anywhere else too.
because of the meth.
The water.
Because the meth.
No, the water.
The meth plays a large factor.
You guys never heard that?
No,
Like,
you did hear that.
Every time I've ever been outside of New York and the pizza shit, every time I've like told my grandma or my mom like, yeah, the pizza everywhere else sucks. They're like, yeah, it's because of water.
Yeah, it's like a.
You gotta move this in closer.
It's an old wives' tale, right?
Yeah.
It's well, no, I think it might be true, but that's just like something like adults love to say.
What? No.
I just remember like people always telling me
Ercom.
that.
Yeah, when I was
I fucking know.
Eric Ercom was just on here. He goes, dude, there's no better pizza in New York.
No,
Yeah.
I believe it.
No,
I'm
there's
just saying,
not,
Like
yeah.
the fact, like
Why though? It's because of the
Yeah.
water. Like why? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because the sauce, like when you make the sauce, you need water. I don't know. But there's
You don't understand. You don't understand. People died for those recipes. All right, people died for those recipes. This sauce comes from my greatest grandmother.
the greatest grandmother
The greatest
ever.
grandmother.
Number
she's
one
like,
grandma.
She's like 10 grandmas older than the most recent grandma I had. That sauce came from her. And that's why it's holy and walks the earth. And then with the water, we make the sauce. Or the gravy, depending on if you're Italian.
I don't get your reference. I don't get your
It's
reference.
just
Dude,
General New York.
Italian recipes, man. This is how my greatest grandmother made it. That's how we make it today.
It's a general New York thing, I think, right?
It was not
Everyone's
great.
grandma is the best cook.
Oh,
I mean, mine's actually the best cook.
my babci makes the fucking best
Yeah,
pierogies.
forget-
My
no,
grandma,
I
my
don't-
grandma
I
didn't
don't know
even know
about
who
that.
I was.
Best pierogies, bro. Best pierogies.
My grandma had dementia. She didn't know who I was. She thought I was her Aunt Stella. She just called me Aunt Stella. I was like,
Grandma!
Grandma, Aunt Stella.
Grandma,
God,
do you remember me?
1997.
Who the fuck are you?
Get out of my
This is
room.
getting dark again. I'm getting scared.
Oh, God. Well, we just crushed an hour and 41 minutes.
Oh,
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll do 19 more minutes?
I mean,
Please?
we can. You want to open them?
Yeah.
What is
How do you
that?
open this?
What is that?
Yeah.
I would think it opened like that.
What is that?
They're called table topics. So one of my old friends, my friend
Oh,
Giselle.
you should have did that the whole time. That's sick. Hold on, I gotta pee
There's
again.
a lot of good questions. I have to pee too. That's why I'm like.
Yo,
I said it
can
out.
you pause this or no?
I mean,
We don't have to do this.
no,
No,
we
I wanna
can.
do it really
All
bad,
Right, Fitzy,
actually.
you go piss. I can hold it for 20
come on.
minutes.
We'll take turns.
I have a child's bladder.
You are a child.
know.
You're a fetus, basically.
You're so giddy today.
He is so giddy
He's a
today.
little giddy after a couple spiked seltzers and some jewel pods.
Some jewel pods. Wait, you gotta take one out.
Yeah.
About that.
I'm gonna take out a stack because I want to be in control.
Fair enough.
That's how I live my life.
Fair enough. We can do that here. We have no rules.
Well, if we had White Claws, there would be no laws, but there's only spiked seltzers, so there's some laws.
Yeah, some laws. Big fan.
No hitting below the belt.
Still a big
Home
fan.
for dinner. A lot of rules. No rules in the street. I wish you watched The Office so I could. You got my references.
No, I don't. I probably should. The problem with The Office is there's so many damn seasons that there's no way I could catch up.
I have one of my friends, like my friend Anna, has a lot of like she loves like games. So like whenever like we were like at her and her fiance John's house like for a party or something, like we always end up playing like they have this one game and it's like it's basically never have I, or it's basically like never have I ever, but you give the card, like if you get a card that says it'll say like fucking did drugs, and if whoever you think like did drugs, you like pass it to that person, whoever like has the most cards at the end.
Oh shit. Okay.
So like I always get like all these fucking cards. I'm like, I'm glad everybody thinks so fucking highly of me. You know? Like great.
You ever see those things where it's like the checklist on Facebook and it's like add up the number to see what level of badass you are? And it's like, you know, give yourself 1 point or like 0 points if you did it, and then 1 point if you didn't. And like if you get a 0, you're basically like a god. And then I like answer it and I'm like 3.
Wait,
like,
so you have time to take those tests, but you don't have time to do stand-up comedy?
It takes 40 seconds on Facebook.
God bless.
Fucker.
40 seconds. It could be productive.
They could be.
That's 40 seconds. You could be a fucking working on your set. Oh, I told you about my friend Bridget. She's like a stand-up comedian.
Bridget Kavanaugh. She's coming on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She so there's like a contest.
Yeah, you're the one who told me to go reach out to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't met her yet though, so it's gonna be like kind of weird.
No, it's not weird.
I met you for the first time doing this.
I can.
That is true.
I can come and buffer if you want. So it's not weird.
Maybe.
But
we'll see.
no, I don't have.
She
to
seems very nice though.
Yeah, she's nice. But so they're doing like she's doing, her and her mom do it. Her mom was like.
Comedy?
Yeah, her mom
Fuck
was like
yeah.
the original Annie on Broadway or some shit. I forget, but
shit.
they do comedy and like it's like this contest. So what's the one in Bohemia? I don't know the name of it.
Not
It's Governors or some shit. I think
something like that. Is
like
it Governors?
It's Governors something. So they do like they have all these comedians and so the first one is like you get 5 minutes and then it's like 10 minutes and 15 minutes and I guess the last one.
Gateway.
Yeah. So.
Gateway for drugs.
They're in like all different ones though. Like I think she did one that was in like Nassau County or some shit. But it's cool. But I went to one and like it looks pretty fucking nerve wracking. Like I wouldn't be able to do that shit. But
It's way like
she's funny.
I thought it was. I don't want to say I thought it was easy because that's a douchey statement.
Yeah.
I thought it was not going to be nearly the level of difficulty it was.
Yeah. Did people laugh at your thing?
People did laugh. I did get some laughs. That's for sure. Like I said, I think the smaller crowd made it very hard because like I would tell a joke and like it was 50-50, but like the old guys didn't say much, so like a couple of them would laugh and then I'd be like, none of like the 20-year-olds would laugh and then and then I make a 20-year-old joke and the 50-year-olds would just grill me and I'm like, fuck, and then like even the 20-year-olds, and here's definitely the like Rogan says in his podcast where he's like I don't do college campuses. They have zero fucking life experience. So like like even jokes that would like kill, like oh my god this college loans are just crippling and shit like that, and like the kids are like, what's college loans? I just signed those things. Like I haven't even had to pay them yet. Like they're still so young that even young jokes I made weren't funny because I have zero life experience.
Yeah. Did you see the guy that they cut off at he was doing like some college like I forget some club at a college had him come on. He like made some jokes. I don't know, like Rogan had him on talking about it, but I don't remember exactly what he said. But I didn't think it was that offensive.
And he gets kicked off.
He got kicked off. And he was basically like, you guys really need to fucking grow up. Like he like chewed their ass for like a second and then he was like, all right, peace. They were like, there's a difference between being funny and being inconsiderate.
Nothing is funny without pushing a boundary.
Yeah, like, that's what makes it funny.
Here it is, former
the only like there's very few things that pull off.
Yeah. Look up the joke that he said though. It's not even that offensive.
There's very few things that are like funny and not put like. The best example I could think of is going to sound.
His name was Nimesh Patel.
Yeah.
There's very few things I could think of, but the best example I can come up with the top of my head is like SpongeBob.
What?
That show is legitimately hysterical without like pushing any boundaries or being offensive or anything. But like,
Oh yeah.
for the most part, like,
But they do.
comedy's based in absurdity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why
Like
it's
you
funny.
can't like it's hard to be funny without like you can't be funny without pushing into some taboo
Yeah.
or something. You know, like
I love when people are insulting other people. I love that. That makes me like if somebody is just ragging on somebody, I think that's so funny. But like I don't want anybody to rag on me. But like I like watching somebody else.
I kind of
get
like
roasted.
hearing people like.
Oh, this is.
I was telling him about this.
Hold on, this is the joke. He reportedly included the line that being gay can't be a choice because no one looks in the mirror and thinks this black thing is too easy. Let me just add another thing to it. And apparently that was the one that just set them off.
Oh, he was saying about being like black and gay.
Black and gay, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like, I meet people all the time. They're like, "That's so mean." I'm like, "It's a joke, not a dick. Don't fucking take it so hard, all right, guy? Relax. We're here for a good time."
Boomer
not a long
humor.
time."
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's a boomer.
That's a
meme.
boomer joke. It's okay, Harry. I still love you, but God, that was some boomer joke.
All right,
But-
you ready for these?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
Not your
Yeah.
mom's. This is called not your mom's dinner party table
go.
topics.
That's it, baby.
Okay, this one's stupid. This one's
The first one sucks.
stupid.
Not a good sign.
When's the last time you did something mean to someone?
Oh, good
Probably.
question.
I don't think I did anything mean. To
Yeah,
you.
I'm
Not today. Maybe yesterday.
I'm a
guys
pretty
are
I'm a
fucking
pretty
lame.
agreeable guy, man. I don't really do a lot of mean. The last time I was probably legitimately mean to somebody was in the Marine Corps.
Mean?
You know what I mean?
What did I do yesterday? I probably pissed somebody off yesterday.
Tournament.
Yeah, but that's like
Not
you both consensually agreed to that you're gonna try to fucking strangle each other. I
True
don't
that.
think that's mean.
Okay, so
I'm sure I've done something this week to somebody that.
I'm sure I'll think of something like
I do mean shit all the time, but I apologize immediately because I don't realize it's mean.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my god, that was mean. I'm sorry.
I feel like when I'm driving home today, I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have thought of that. You know, like
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not mean, but I'm a dick. Like, and I don't realize it sometimes.
I'm ruthless.
Socially
Or
unaware.
like I'm just dry, so people think I'm being a dick or
Yeah.
not. You know?
Yeah, sometimes I'm dry. My girlfriend gets very angry. Like today, she's like, "What are you doing after the podcast?" I go, "I'm focusing on one thing, which is the podcast today. That's it. I have no idea what's going on." She's like, "Okay, Jesus." I'm like, "That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about what we're doing afterwards. I'm being present in the moment here."
These I wish you had some more risque questions.
yeah, go through them. Keep going through them.
Stupid.
How many dudes did you cuddle with in the Marine Corps?
Oh, so many.
Dude, cuddle train.
Yeah. I can't even. I couldn't give you a number. I've definitely cuddled with more men than women, like in total in my life. That's 100%
You
mathematical.
probably have more luck if you weren't so ugly.
Thank you. That's a mathematical truth. That's what I was gonna say when you said I don't want people to rag on me, because of my because I was doing the music. I have so many fucking friends on Facebook that are strangers.
Yeah.
I'm at the friend limit on Facebook, and like I have it's 5,000.
Sure.
So I have 5,000 people on Facebook, and I actually personally know maybe a few hundred of them. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So whenever I like post something, it doesn't matter if it's music related or not, someone in the comments says something mean. You know what I mean? Every time.
Yeah,
but
fuck this dude.
I'm kind of.
He's such a douchebag.
It's kind of interesting to me though to like get a perspective of someone who has no interest in
Dude,
like,
somebody gave me a thumbs down on my YouTube channel and didn't even leave a comment. I'm like, you're an asshole.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
Like what? Like
you want to know?
I'm
Like
so new that like a thumbs down counts.
I
I'm
want-
like, you're such a dick.
I want to know a person who has no interest in like my feelings, like a person who has no connection to me at all, who has no interest in how I feel. I want to hear them say the meanest thing possible. Like I find
Kill
that interesting.
yourself.
Yeah, like people on my Facebook all the time are like, "Damn, you're an ugly motherfucker." Like, "Oh, dude, look at that hairline." Like, fuck, it's crazy, yo. All the time, and I have no idea who they are. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I usually just don't react to the comment or anything.
Dude, people are always like, dude, you're so fat. When was the last time you saw your dick? I'm like, I don't remember.
And then you made it into a joke though, so you know.
That's it.
You
baby.
win.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the material, guy. All right? I'll use that someday.
People always say to me like, "You're so handsome. What are you, a model?" I'm like, God, come on, that's mean.
All
That's
the time,
mean.
right?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, models don't do anything.
Yeah, people think they're vapid.
That's it, yo. I
love when people are like, you're so handsome. I'm like, clearly I'm not because there's no line of fucking women, thank you.
My
Right?
mom.
Clearly-
My mom reminds me that I'm handsome pretty often.
Yeah.
It's nice, you know.
Yeah, well, I was like, you're so cute. I'm like, thanks, Mom.
When I was a
That's the fucking word you used to describe. I want to be a ruthless killer, Mom.
When I was a kid, it was embarrassing, but now when my mom tells me I'm handsome, I'm like, thanks, Mom, I appreciate that.
Take what
I needed that,
man.
Mom. Thank you. I was just thinking actually a little bit ago, like in the music, I'm always like, because I want to make shit that's entertaining. Like I have a few songs that are more serious and more like based in like reality and shit, but I have a lot of songs on my shit are like, just I want to talk about like partying and having fun and getting laid and stuff. So I have these like lines. I have these fucking songs where I'm talking about how like fucking these bitches and shit. I'm like, yeah, I was fucking this chick and blah blah. But like, I never get fucking laid, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Shit does not happen.
But it's just fucking fun to rap about. You know?
Oh my god.
I never get fucking laid. You gotta be like 6 something and handsome to get laid consistently. You know what I mean?
Do you ever see the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Of course, yeah.
You know, like the part where he takes the kid to like the puberty class thing, or whatever. And there's that kid, and he's like, "You got any extra large condoms?" His dad's like, "Shut up, Trevor. You have a tiny.
Yeah. Isn't that Jon Stewart or something? I don't remember who it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, I love when women are like, "Oh my god, look at that dude with that girl. Oh my god, she's so hot. Why is she with him?" I'm like, I'm straight. He's fucking hot. Like when a straight dude, when a straight dude admits like you're fucking hot, yeah.
Dude, yeah, no, there's no like I definitely recognize if a man is good looking. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's not like
oh, dude, now that I have no hair, I recognize people's hair more than ever in my life. Like there's times where I'm like, dude, let me just fucking rub my fucking fingers through your thick locks.
I never until my hairline started receding like it is now. I never looked at hair at all. I didn't even think about it. But now when I see a guy with like a full thick head of hair, I'm like, damn, dude, good on you, bro.
Especially when they're
please take advantage of that. You're so lucky.
When you get like I see like a 45, 50-year-old guy and they got like a full head of like thick with 3 C's hair. I'm like, I would if I could have babies with you, my kids could actually have hair past 30.
Apparently that comes from the mother, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I've heard. I don't know if that's true. I'm just talking.
I have like my hair grows super fast and it's like super thick. But like it was kind of long, and then in jiu-jitsu, like it was getting like ripped out.
Yeah.
And shit.
That's what happened to me in wrestling.
I just started fucking just buzzing it because like but now I get all scratches and shit all over my fucking head. It's just like I have a bump on the back of my head.
There's guys I train with like shoulder length hair.
Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying because I'm trying my best like not, you don't want to be a shitty training partner. So I'm trying my best, like let's say I have them in side control and I'm trying to slide my hand under their head like this, and it's getting like caught in a fucking knot of hair. And I'm trying not to like pull it. So I'm trying to be courteous, but then I end up giving up the position because I'm trying to be nice. So then I'm like, fuck it. And I start yanking the hair. I'm like, yo, you just got to cut it, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to pull your hair unless you cut it. You know,
I mean,
it's impeding my training at this point.
What
Fuck you.
Do, stop and say, yeah. Oh, I remember, like, I hate fucking rolling with guys with long hair, and like the hair goes in your mouth. And sweaty hair.
Especially when you like take their back, and it's like you feel like you're cuddling with a woman. You have like a fucking knot of hair like this in your face.
For the most part, though, like most jiu-jitsu guys have cut their hair pretty short.
Yeah, they learn quick.
Guys. Yeah, because it literally gets fucking ripped out.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want that shit. That's not comfortable.
These all fucking suck.
You read all of those already?
Yeah, it's like, what's your worst driving habit?
Masturbating.
I don't know. Looking at my phone.
Texting.
Oh.
Definitely looking at my phone.
Definitely
I would say probably.
So fucking dumb, and I continue to do it. Like, I don't get it.
I don't mind people this is fucking first world problems at its finest. I don't care. First of all, I saw a dude driving a Tesla reading a fucking novel the other day. I kid you not, fucking Harry Potter flipping through the pages. I'm like,
self-driving?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking yeah. He's like this.
He's looking up spells.
Fucking.
I don't like text or anything. It's normally like trying to fuck around, find a good song, shit like that. But it's still so dangerous.
But what irritates the shit out of me is when people are texting and driving when motorcycles are around. That's when I'm not okay with it. Because, like, especially even when I see a motorcycle, I shouldn't say I don't put my phone down. I put my phone down immediately. Like, that dude could die at any moment.
Yeah.
Like, been there, done that, just, he's going to be there for a minute.
Yeah.
Just, most of the time they're passing by, they're probably speeding, that's just that's the nature of the beast. But, just, that's the only thing I ask. If you're going to text and drive, Google and drive, I don't watch porn and drive, I don't care. Just... when there's a motorcycle nearby, just put that shit down for 1 minute.
Have you ever been in like real
thick
gridlock
traffic? Yeah.
And you like look around.
Yeah.
Like every single person's
nobody's paying attention.
Everyone's like this.
Nobody.
Dude, I remember driving in, like, after it snowed pretty hard and there's ice everywhere, and there's fucking cars, like, fucking all on the side of the road, all, like, just slid off and shit. And this lady is just fucking texting, and I fucking beat my horn, and I was like, stop texting.
You're gonna be one of those people.
She just, like, put her phone down.
I've definitely told people driving to stop texting when I'm on the bike. One thing that irritates the shit out of me, though, is when I saw somebody litter the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't like a spitting out gum. It was like a whole bag of garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
And my
annoying.
blood was
That shit drives me
I'm
fucking
like,
up the
so
wall.
lucky I'm not on the motorcycle because I'd run over there, take that shit, ram
Throw
it
it
down
back in your car.
ram it down your fucking window,
Yeah.
call you an asshole, and get back home.
That's one thing that drives me. I think the legal penalty for littering should be way harder.
10x
That's the
what it
most.
is.
I can't think of a more selfish fucking act.
Just a dick.
You're like
The only thing I'm okay with is if you want to spit gum out the window.
Like,
I get that.
I get it. I get gum. I don't even like when I used to smoke. I never even threw a cigarette butt on the ground ever.
Dude, I would throw my gum wrapper
I would put
out
it
the
in. I would put it in my pocket until I found a garbage can or something like that. I've
Okay,
never.
well,
I
fucking,
get sad at myself when I'm driving and like if I have all the windows down and like a little piece of like paper goes
like,
out,
flies
the
out the
window,
window, yeah.
like at Mach 10.
Dude, the other day I was getting on the train at 50th Street, the E train, and this dude opens. I shit you not, he was like a fucking weird looking dude, like he was sketchy, you know.
Sure.
But he opens a pack of M&Ms and he takes like the plastic tab that he just ripped off the pack and just throws it under the seat, and I was like violently fucking angry, you know, like, and I was in my head, you know, I was having one of those like, should I fucking say something to him? You know what I mean? Like I was having one of those things, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna fucking, I want to end up like getting an altercation on the train or something. But
Dude,
I was
you're a blue belt. You can kill
yeah,
anybody.
good point actually.
It's
you know?
like actually proven.
Yeah, true. I'm basically a Gracie.
Before we engage in combat, I have to show you my hand license.
I am a registered lethal weapon.
Sir,
No, but
could you help me control my hands? Please, I need my
all right,
hands.
we already did this joke. I'm gonna move on with my story now.
It's still funny.
No, it's not. Fuck off.
Sir, please look at my. Could you see my killing machines right here?
So basically, the way the story ended is I ended up putting him in an armbar on the train. No, that didn't
I was
happen.
gonna say, did you really?
No, but it's no.
Savage.
But I was fucking I was like, it was like it took every ounce of self control I had not to fucking, you know what I mean? Not to be like, dude, pick that shit up.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know how many people share this with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
You
ever see like
my only thing I don't like is, you know, you want text drive, go for it.
I
You
wouldn't say
wanna-
that.
yeah.
I am disavowing that. Just for the record.
at night too? Like people will buy the black bags full of ice with beer in it, and then that fucking ice melts. They just put it on the floor, and water gets fucking everywhere.
On the train?
Yeah, you ever see that?
Yeah,
No.
that's
Or
irritating.
like popcorn and shit. Like at night, you see like the fucking crazy
Dude, the food.
shit.
I get on the train in the middle of the day. It's not even like people are drunk on a Friday night. Like in the middle of a work day, and there's fucking like people like buy food at Penn Station,
Sure.
and then just
Yeah.
leave the bag when they get off the train and shit. Like it's so like
Takes-
who fucking raised you?
takes 30
Who the,
seconds
who
to
the
throw it
fuck
out.
raised
I
you?
know. There's literally.
And these are the people that
50
are
fucking
allowed
garbage cans.
that's votes count more than ours. Literally.
Oh, in the city?
Yeah.
Forget it. Yeah.
New York City.
Hold on.
All
This
of
is
New York is
this
red.
is political, Harrison. You're not gonna change anyone's mind, so you might as well just knock it off.
It's honestly the goddamn truth, but all of New York State is red, with the exception of New York City and Buffalo.
Yeah.
And a handful.
Oh well,
of
I think Nassau.
random
I think
towns.
Nassau County's blue. Actually,
Last time
I don't. I'm not putting any money on that, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Would you rather be 10% smarter or 10% better looking?
Definitely better looking. I'm already a genius.
I don't know if that's true, but I think that I would agree with that for me.
I definitely am more cocky about my intelligence than
But
my
what
looks.
if the 10% of intelligence gives you an idea that's going to make you really rich, and then it doesn't matter what you look like?
I think it matters what you look like regardless.
Really?
Imagine being a handsome millionaire as opposed to a
But
gross
then-
one.
but you-
like your life would be so much better than an ugly millionaire's.
Yeah, but then you can get like plastic surgery and shit.
Yeah, but you never look. You ever see celebrities who get plastic surgery? They look like shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's
Nobody
no.
ever looks better.
They look like okay, maybe some if they have a great surgeon like for the first year, and then they start looking like
Yeah.
they start looking. You never heard of the Excuse me. Have you ever heard of the Uncanny Valley?
No.
So there's a scientific chart that actually I don't know if chart's the right word, but there's like a scientific like method they use to show why things are creepy.
Yeah.
So like when you look at a robot that looks like almost human but not quite,
Yeah.
you find it creepy and like unsettling, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's because it's in the uncanny valley. So like the less something looks human, the less scary it is. Like cartoons, for example. When
Right.
you look at like
I actually have heard of this.
yeah, so if you look at like a cartoon like Super Mario, for example.
Yeah.
Like nobody finds Super Mario disturbing or unsettling
Yeah.
because it's such a goofy cartoon character of a person.
Right.
But then as it starts starts to look more human, but it's not quite human, it gets insanely more unsettling. You know, like if there's just something like that's why masks that are just blank are so creepy and weird.
Yeah, that's like those real robots are fucking shit, but that's why.
That's what I'm getting at with with the plastic surgery. Like it starts to get like Uncanny Valley levels of unsettling when you look at someone who had maybe they had plastic surgery 10 years ago and they look fucking weird now. Like there's a celebrity I have in mind, but I don't want to be disparaging people. You know,
so
I'm not mean.
I'm reading this right now, and this is just a thread.
Who? Fucking everybody heard that.
I think he said Lil Kim.
Well, I actually really respect her as an artist, and I don't want to say mean things about her. But yeah, her plastic surgery looks fucking awful.
You could bash people.
I don't imagine Lil Kim is like a huge.
Lil Kim is not listening to this.
You never know, dude. What if your shit blows up like Rogan in 10 years, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna look at the old stuff that he did before he was famous," and then Lil Kim comes across.
Yeah, just like grab him by the pussy.
Lil Kim
grab him by the pussy.
Lil Kim is from Canarsie.
No, she's not. She's from Bed-Stuy, I'm pretty sure.
No, she's from Canarsie.
No, she's not.
Harrison, can you please Google this?
She's from Bed-Stuy, and most of the time when you Google someone from Brooklyn, it just says Brooklyn. It doesn't say which neighborhood.
No.
You know who is
please
from Canarsie?
Google it.
Oh.
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh.
Yeah, Bed-Stuy. That's what I said. You're not gonna win at that,
bro.
I know rappers.
So it's funny you bring that up. I just got I was at the blood donor center yesterday donating blood platelets.
Oh, is that what you were doing there?
Yeah, and just not doing drugs or anything, and well, not doing drugs at the blood donor center.
I hope not.
While I was there,
I was playing golf.
I was on my Facebook going through, and I saw an ad for a well, it was like a checklist, but then it was more like a survey. So like went through like the whole thing, and most of it was like related to politics and stuff like that, and like
really at a blood donor.
Yeah, well, it just came up as an ad on my Facebook.
What were the questions?
It was like, who did you vote for in 2012? Who did you vote for in 2017?
Wow.
If this is this candidate's thing said this, would you vote for them? Like, what do you
donate blood?
No, it wasn't to donate blood. It was on my Facebook.
Oh, sorry. I was completely misled.
No, wait, so why did you say you? This is where you fucked me up because I was thinking.
Right? Like,
no,
I'm not crazy.
While I was donating blood.
Okay, because I thought you got this at the blood donor place. I thought they like gave it to you like to fill out.
No, that'd be weird as fuck.
Yeah.
But no, it was pretty crazy. Like, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of this guy?
Yeah, they're trying to get trying to gather your metadata.
Yeah.
Till this day, I think how Facebook has the reacts now.
Sure.
I think they're trying to gather emotional data on you.
Oh, of course they are.
You know what I mean? I still do it though.
I encourage everybody listening
react
to go watch The Great Hack on Netflix. Incredible documentary.
Interesting. How can I trust Netflix though? They're the same kind of corporate media conglomerate as Facebook or Instagram.
It's just movies.
They have an agenda.
It's just movies. Chill.
Yeah.
Everything has a meaning.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everything.
I'm sure.
Even kid shows, there's like underlying themes.
All right, ladies, we just crushed 2 hours.
All right. I'll shut up now.
Shut up.
Any final words? Fitzy,
yeah, I'm basically a Gracie.
Is it? Yeah.
Blue belt extraordinaire, Marine Corps veteran.
He's never worn a gi.
So. I've worn a gi a handful of times, but I'm mostly a no gi kind of guy.
No gi.
I like wearing spats. I feel like a superhero.
Fair enough.
I fuck with spats.
That's a joke. I'm not good at jiu-jitsu. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say. That was fun.
Very.
Thanks for coming on, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime. Let me see if I can turn this thing off.
Never a dull moment.
What's your favorite raunchy movie?
American Pie.
This is the cards of the
That is a good movie.
What would you ask Hugh Hefner if he came to dinner? Who cares?
What the fuck? He's dead. That'd be mad creepy if he was at dinner.
Are you dead?
I can still hear myself.
What, did you die?
All right.
Oh my god, it's not stopping. As we're all stopping.
Stop it, Harrison. This is out of control.
Oh god.